Audit officials have revealed more than 40% of the projects funded by a $100 million sports program were ineligible. The evidence revealed at the Senate inquiry contradicts the Prime Minister's repeated claim that no ineligible projects received funding. Live now to our political reporter, Eliza Edwards. Eliza, this sports rorts saga has gone from bad to worse for the government. The Prime Minister was before the cameras late yesterday afternoon, but he said he hadn't seen the claims.
Yeah, that's right, Laura. This saga has already claimed the scalp of former Sports Minister Bridget McKenzie, and now the Auditor-General is challenging the government's repeated claim that all of the projects that received money were eligible, telling a Senate inquiry last night that, in fact, 294 projects were ineligible by the time they received funding. This was a bit of an own goal from Liberal Senator Erica Betts at the Senate inquiry overnight, and the Prime Minister responding, saying he hadn't seen the evidence.
Next issue I seek to clarify, you did find that no ineligible project or application was funded.
No, Senator, that's not what we found. Late applications were taken on board which were ineligible under the guidelines. Amendments were made to 4 existing applications which were ineligible under the guidelines, and they were funded. So we get to around 43% of those which were awarded funding. By the time the funding agreement signed, were ineligible.
I haven't seen that evidence. I haven't seen that statement, so I will review that.
It was also revealed in this Senate inquiry as well, Eliza, that the Prime Minister's office did make direct representations about which projects to fund.
Yeah, that's right. Finding that ultimately the decision rested with Bridget McKenzie, but there were dozens of emails exchanged between the Prime Minister's office and Senator McKenzie's office, including that now infamous colour-coded spreadsheet showing marginal seats. The initial report found political bias in the way these sports grants were handed out, and the Auditor-General said last night it's still not clear why some projects which were regarded as highly in need of the money didn't receive the funding.
There isn't a spreadsheet. There's dozens and dozens of versions of this spreadsheet. I think our tally is there's at least 28 versions across the 3 rounds where a substantive change was made, and essentially a substantive change is between a version. Sometimes the versions will be within hours on the same day. A project would go from being approved to not approved, or not approved to approved, without any record as to, well, what's changed.
Now, the Prime Minister refutes the Auditor-General's claim of political bias, but this will increase pressure to release the Gations report, which apparently suggests otherwise. Laura?
Eliza, thank you.